Hey guys, what's up? Your host here with Simple Keys. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to show you a sweet chord movement. I learned this some time back. I forgot who I learned this from. Might have been from Sean Wilson, but it's a really nice movement. And I think I heard this years back, but I finally figured it out and I thought I'd share this with you guys. So this is more for my musicians who are looking for tips on different ways to play certain chords and movements. And this is a really nice movement. So what we're going to be learning today is this movement. Which is also pretty sweet. You probably find this mostly in gospel circles too. And this is sampled from We Fall Down by Donnie McClurkin, and it's got some really nice movements to it. So I'll go ahead and break this down for you guys. So we are in the key of G major for this. So G's are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that brings us back to the top. Now, it will be important to know how to play in all 12 keys for this stuff to make sense, because we're going to be borrowing chords from different keys. So if you haven't already, I do have a guide that you can download over at the site. You can go ahead and check that out. And if you also want to learn how I'm able to pick up a lot of these movements within a few minutes, I do have a program called Master the Piano that walks you through the entire musical learning process from scratch. So we go over the fundamentals, chords, progressions, and how to break down songs. So go ahead and check that out. And if you also want to take your playing to the next level, I highly recommend joining the lab. It's going to be the best place to learn not only songs, but also a lot of movements similar to this. So go ahead and check that out as well. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. I'm going to play the song one more time, and then I'm going to break down the chords for you. So the song kind of starts off like this. Then we're going to play this movement. All right. So all we're going to focus on is this part. All right. Those are some really sweet chords right there. So that part is, I won't worry about this too much. Just want you to know where we are. And the chord we're really trying to chase is this one. It's a really sweet chord right here. So what we're really doing here is kind of playing like an A sharp major chord over D, and then your left hand is playing this G sharp. It's almost like a dominant chord, so like a G sharp, F sharp. But if you really want like a technical term for this, actually sorry about that, this should be the C and not the D. So you're pretty much playing like a G sharp 13 chord with a sharp 11 here. So G sharp 13 chord, sharp 11. So alright, really sweet chord. So G sharp, E sharp, or D sharp, F sharp, C, F, A sharp, D. Then we're going to play this movement, this chord, which is also pretty crazy. It's like an F sharp major 7, 13, sharp 11. So F sharp, C sharp, F, A sharp, D sharp, G sharp, C. Alright, if you're not able to make that stretch, you can just play either just like an A flat or, G sharp major chord here over F sharp, C sharp, and E. Alright, so if we can go, and if you also kind of make this stretch, you can just play the pretty much A sharp major chord here over that A sharp and F sharp, and then you can just move down like a whole step, move everything down a whole step. I prefer playing this on this section. Next chord after this is a pretty big stretch. Then alright, so this chord over here is, you can just play the simple chord, which is a G major chord over F and D sharp, which is pretty sweet. So F, D sharp, then D, G, B. I prefer playing it with that A in there, just to add that tritone in there to add some tension. So far flat 9 13th chord. So that's an A sharp, F, G sharp, B, D, G. All right, one more time. All right, and the last chord here is like a C, G. You can play C. I like to play C, G, E with that G and E. Then, all right, so let's do that one more time. Alright, so that's the entire movement. That's a pretty smooth movement. One thing you can do again, just play basic chords if you're not able to make the full stretch. So you can just go. Alright, so those chords one more time, the basic chords. And the easy way to think about this is that you're going to be moving the exact same chord the first time, a whole step, then a half step, then you play this A sharp flat 9 13 chord, then C major 7 chord here. Alright, this is the more full version. This is the fuller version. So that's the movement for today. So let me know if you found this helpful, if you like these kind of tips and I can create more. But go ahead and leave your feedback in the comments section. But we're going to end this here. Go ahead and mess around with that. You should have some nice chords to add to your playing. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care.